All right, good morning, everyone. We should bring everybody in from the waiting room that's supposed to be in. Let's bring them on in if they're not in already. Are they in? I don't have mine up. All right. Good morning. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, serving as your presiding judge on this morning. We are going to get started this morning. We have a few formal hearings that are scheduled for 8:30. Let the record reflect it's 8:31 a.m. and we are ready to go on those formal hearings. And so if you are here for a formal hearing, please make sure that you check in with the clerk or with the court reporter so that they know, good morning, so that they know that you are here and so we can get you into a breakout room. I am going to start the specialty court docket as scheduled at 8:35. And so I want to make sure I have everything set up for those formal hearings. Please if there are any individuals that have checked in for the 8:30, let the prosecuting attorney know. Let's see. Where are you, Ms. Mack? There we go. Oh, you are co-host. Okay. I didn't get Selena? Oh, I did not. Good morning, Ms. Wilson. Good morning, Mr. Fikens and Ms. Warfield.
Good morning.
All right, if you all could get our 8:30. Good morning, Mr. Page. If you all could get our 8:30 people into their respective. Good morning, Ms. Cleveland.
Morning, Your Honor.
Yes. All right. If you all could get the folks in their respective breakout rooms or breakout rooms for the 8:30, that would be great. And then we'll be ready to start the 8:35 a.m. docket in about 2 minutes. I'm gonna need them 2 minutes this morning. All right. Thank you, sir.
Good morning.
Great. All right. Good morning. Let's place the appearance on the records for the attorneys.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, everyone. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391, Specialty Court Defense Counsel.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Warfield. Mr. Fikens, you're muted.
I am muted, Judge. Thank you. Robert Fikens, P31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fikens. Mr. Griffin,
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin on behalf of Sobriety Court this morning.
thank you. Good morning, Mr. Griffin. And then Ms. Price.
Good morning, Judge Holmes, Nicole Price, Specialty Court, Clinical Assessor, sorry.
All right, good morning, Ms. Price. And Ms. Cleveland.
Good morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, Case Manager for Specialty Court.
All right, good morning, Ms. Cleveland. We are ready to get started. I do have 2 formal hearings. I believe I saw 1 attorney that came on, and so please make sure you check in with my clerk. I'm going to move to the 8:35 a.m. matter. Mark Harris, Ms. Cleveland, you've indicated that he is supposed to report in person. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, and he's aware. He actually confirmed with me that he would be reporting today. So he's not, I think he's not in the courtroom yet. That's what they
Not
told
yet.
me. And
All right.
his sheet is available, and I told him to come drop first.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I also have at 8:35 a.m. Calvin King. Has Mr. King checked in? All right, well, I do see 2 9 o'clock people that are on, so I'm not gonna make them wait, but they're not connected to audio. So Mr. Nunn and Mr. Topler, if you could connect to audio, I'll call Mr. Nunn first, and then I'll call Mr. Topler.
And Judge,
Yes, sir.
I know we was in staffing, but we also added Cedric Brown to today's docket. He's supposed to be here at 8:35 also. I don't know if I didn't call Miss Mack because we was in staffing, so but because of a positive test from yesterday, so we added him to the docket for today.
Yes, Miss Mack, Cedric Brown is supposed to come back again this morning at 8:35 a.m. And you did notify him, right, Mr. Griffin?
Yes, I did. I talked to him,
You know what I
Judge.
mean? We're gonna be facing things.
All right, and then Miss Price for Cedric Brown. I know you talked to him yesterday, but Mr. Brown obviously needs a different level of care. His results came back affirmative on yesterday for substance, and so I'm going to bring you in as to what recommendations will be made for him, okay?
Yes,
All right, awesome. Well, I do see that Calvin King has joined us. And so I am going to, and he has his audio as well. So I am going to call Calvin King. I have for Mr. King, case number 210-454-1701. Mr. King, unmute this morning and state your full name for the record.
Calvin,
Let's do it one more time.
Calvin King.
Ms. Walker, I'm gonna give you co-host, so before you all remove her, please let me give her co-host.
Yes, Judge.
All right, Mr. King, I see your face. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing okay. Feeling good.
You're doing good. I'm glad to hear that. How are things working out in the place where you are residing?
Everything is good. I'm welcome back with a lot of love, and it's going pretty good.
All right, very good. You're being respectful of your loved one's house rules?
Of course, every time, all the time.
All right, that's very, very important. All right,
Yep.
and so I'm glad that Mr. Page was able to take the necessary steps to make that recommendation, and I want you to make the best of it so that you can finish strong, okay?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
All right, did Mr. or Miss Barnes call you about the job at Goodwill?
No, not yet. We're still waiting. This is the job, and so we're still waiting on it.
All right, what are you doing while you're waiting? Because you know, wait is a verb. It's not where you just sit down. What are you doing while you're waiting?
Right. I'm trying to get in contact with Focus Hope. I did send an email. I put in the application for the carpentry um, learning program, so I'm waiting for that. And then I'm going to go to all my son's moving company interview or whatever. I'm gonna go to the interview for employment there for the time being. So it'll be the forklift position or the mover company.
All right, very good, very good. I need you to be working, okay?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, awesome. What about on the other side with respect to your programming requirements? Are you still going to Sobriety House? Have you connected with Sobriety House for your outpatient?
I did. I did. They served us chicken, so that was a pretty good day.
That's what you're gonna tell me. They served you chicken. Did you get any other services while you was there? I'm glad you got some chicken. But what did you get
Right.
any other services?
No, just some chicken. But I go tomorrow, so it should be something different tomorrow.
All right, listen, sir, that chicken is fine, but I need you to connect with services, okay?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I talked to my case manager, and we coming up with a different plan tomorrow. So I have to meet with her around 5:30. So it'll be like 30 minutes earlier than the group start time. So we're supposed to come up with a better plan or a new plan.
All right, very good. Listen, make sure that your case manager knows that Ms. Price needs to know what that plan is because they've given her a plan that talks about you doing your outpatient there, being a part of the alumni program, 12-step NA or AA weekly, and getting a sponsor in 30 days. And so I'm gonna hold you to those things. And if they change, they need to let Ms. Price know so that I can make adjustments as well, okay?
Okay. I did read that too. Looking up in my paperwork, I did see that. So I'm on
All
board.
right.
I'm aware.
All right, those are all things that you've got to do, okay, Mr. King?
Okay.
All right, very good. You seem like you're a little more happier this morning, and I'm glad to see that, Mr. King.
Oh yeah, I'm super relieved. I feel much better. So yeah, I'm much happier. Much happier.
The birds are singing. Do you hear them?
I do. It's peaceful.
Yes, I love the sound of birds chirping in the mornings. That's like the ultimate peace for me. And so that's awesome. That's awesome. Be mindful of all the beautiful things that are going on around you. Sometimes we focus in on all the bad stuff, but there are a lot of beautiful things that are going on around us. And something as simple as birds chirping, I think that's beautiful. All right.
Right. I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
Mr.
It kind of took up. Well, it kind of hit me. I want to say Monday. It hit me Monday when I actually got out. Like I really appreciate it's like the simple things, like the wind and the sunlight and everything like that. I wasn't locked away or anything, but I just appreciate a lot of things more because I took it for granted. But yeah, I love the birds chirping and everything like that.
Yes, yes, very good. Continue to be mindful of the things that we sometimes just take for granted, okay?
Right.
Especially when it comes to your aunt and your uncle, who they've opened their arms and their hearts and their home to you. Don't take that for granted, okay?
Right, right. I do. That's coming up in my head too, as far as the gratitude. So I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. On yesterday, Mr. Page made the recommendation to promote you to phase 3. Are you ready to go to phase 3?
I'm super ready. I'm ready.
Let's be super ready, sir. Mr. Page indicated that you have completed the requirements of phase 2, that you have the requisite number of days of sobriety, that you are actively engaged in working your program as prescribed by your treatment provider. You are stable in your housing, and we're still waiting on that job piece, but you're still in good shape. And so you are doing it, Mr. King. And so I'm excited to promote you to phase 3. Mr. Page, is there anything else you want to add?
Nothing much additional, Judge. Just want to congratulate Mr. King. He's doing an excellent job. Like I told you yesterday in staffing, he just seems very happy. And you can see that on his face this morning as well. So he just seems like he's just in a better place. So congratulations. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Ms. Warfield, I see you smiling. You want to say something to Mr. King?
Nothing more than what's already been said. Congratulations, Mr. King. You have come a long way. You have made incredible steps bettering yourself. So I'm happy to see you happy. We're going to stay on this path and get you to the finish line.
Thank you. Thank you. Once again, thank you all. Thank you all for the help.
Yes. So come on, Mr. King, the ball is in your court. You will determine how quickly you get to the finish line. And it's not about how quick you get there anyways. It's about all of the wonderful things that you're going to learn on your way to the finish line that's going to help you beyond the finish line, okay?
Okay. I appreciate
All right.
To add to that,
All right.
Judge,
Yes, sir.
speaking of ball in your court, Mr. King actually saw me make that shot when I was at the Pistons game a few weeks ago.
Yes. Let me tell you, Mr. King, Mr. Page hasn't shared any of his money with us. He didn't buy us no donuts, no coffee, no candy, no cookies, no popcorn. He just took his little money and ran with it. But we still love him. So
Hey.
we know when we need somebody to make the shot, who's gonna make it? It's gonna be James Page.
He did his thing. He did do his thing. I was surprised and I was proud of him myself. I had to call him up. I was about to ask him for some money, but I thought that would be like a violation or something. So
all y'all can't have my money now.
Yeah. All right, very good. Let me give you some dates, Mr. King, and then we're going to celebrate you for your promotion. I'm going to have you do a consultation with Mr. Page, and that is going to be on February the 21st. We'll schedule it at 1:30 p.m. And then you will see me in virtual court, unless Mr. Page tells you otherwise, on February 28th. And I am going to schedule you for 9:00 a.m. Okay?
okay, sounds good.
Did you get that? All right, awesome. All right, let's join together. Let's give Mr. King a round of applause, congratulating him on his promotion. Go, Mr. King. You are almost there, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, it's good to see you smile today, Mr. King.
I feel good to smile, and I really appreciate it. I learned a whole lot.
Yes, sir.
I thought I knew something, but it opened my eyes even more. So I'm very appreciative. I'm in a different mind space, and you asked me last time what was the thing that I learned the most, and I did say patience. Then later on that day, it was a class, and they brought up the privilege of thinking. And that hit me so hard. So I really love that.
The privilege of, say it again.
The privilege of thinking.
Thinking.
Getting things through, making decisions, putting thought into stuff. So yeah, that hit me kind of hard. So I'm going by that.
I love it. The privilege of thinking. Man, that's thought provoking, I think, for all of us. Because we all know a lot of folks that either don't have the ability or they are restricted in their thinking because of choices that they've made or choices that other people have made for them. That's deep, Mr. King. I'm glad that hit you. Yes, sir. All right. I want to encourage you to keep up the great work, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. I'll see you in a few weeks. If you need us before then, reach out, Mr. King. Communication is key. All right?
Okay. All right.
All right. Very good. Take care, sir.
You too.
Thank you. All right. I am going to, the other individuals still do not have, but my 8:45 is on, so I'm going to go to Evan Fargo.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Fargo. How are you this morning?
Good. How are you?
I am doing very well on this morning. We are almost through the week. And so Wednesday has a real good vibe for me. Like I'm almost there.
And it's
Yes,
warming up
sir.
too.
I don't want to say it out loud because yesterday it was 100 degrees in my courtroom. Somebody didn't get the memo to shut the heat down, off, or whatever. And so I appreciate the warm up. As long as they don't have it toasty in here. Today is a little bit better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right. You smiling this morning, Mr. Fargo. What's going on with you?
Your vibe is just, you're making me smile. That's what it is.
Is that what it is? All
Yeah.
right. So we'll vibe together. How about that? So
like
listen, positivity is contagious too, right?
Absolutely. I try to be as positive as I can. Always.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Fargo, let me place your case number on the record. I have Z808-8251 for Evan Fargo. State your full name for me.
Evan Fargo.
All right, Mr. Fargo, are you at work this morning?
I am at a meeting in about half an hour.
All right, then we are on track this morning. It worked out. I'm trying that scheduling thing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Today it's working, so let's get you done.
That is the truth.
All right, Mr. Fargo, how are you doing with respect to, what kind of progress are you making with respect to getting your house?
Well, working quite a bit to save money. That is obviously needed. I would say I'm 60-70% if we want to put a number on it.
All right, come on. That's a good
Not a house.
percentage.
It'll be an apartment or a condo, but yeah.
Whatever, it's going to be your own independent living space, right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm excited.
I love it. I love it. Keep working. Keep working. Keep saving. Every dime counts, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
All right. Awesome. I know that you've been going through a merger with respect to your job. How is that going?
It's a faster pace than I've ever had before, but it's good. It's a good pace.
All right. And is that merger positive? Has it been a positive experience, or are you expecting positive outcomes?
I would say it's a positive learning experience. Yeah. Everything's not going to be perfect, just like anything else in life, but I'm learning, adjusting.
All right. Very good. Very good. And so I also wanted to touch on Higuera. I know that they have had some, I don't want to say delays, they've just had a high demand. And so there have been some delays with respect to the assignment of your counselor. And so Ms. Price has indicated that they are on it, and you should be getting that new therapist very soon. Are you aware of that?
Yes, they called me yesterday and I set up my appointment for next week.
Wonderful. So you'll see them next week.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks, Ms. Price.
Ms. Price, I hope you heard that. He's saying thank you to you for moving that along. And so, Mr. Fargo, can I count on you? So there's Ms. Price. Yeah. Look, folks don't say thank you very often in this program. So when they do, I want to make sure y'all hear it. Yes. All right. And so, Mr. Fargo, can I count on you when you go and meet with that new counselor to be open, to be honest, so that you can work on the things that you need to work on?
Absolutely.
All right. I'm counting on you to do that. That's the only way you're really going to be successful in this program. Okay?
I agree. I won't let you down.
All right. Awesome. What questions or concerns or issues do you want to raise with the team on this morning?
Don't have any current questions. Mr. Page has answered pretty much all my questions I have right now.
All right. You scared me. I'm like, Mr. Griffin, why are you sitting in my box? No. You threw me off, Mr. Griffin. Okay, I didn't see you come in the door. So I'm like, who told you to sit in the box? I'm sorry, Mr. Fargo. Case manager sat in the box and it just threw off my whole psyche. All right, I'm back. All right, Mr. Page, what do you want to add, if anything? Ask to Mr. Fargo.
Nothing much. Mr. Fargo as always is doing great. Doing what he has to do. He was recently promoted to phase 2, so he's just moving along. He's doing his thing. So I have nothing further from Mr. Fargo.
All right, awesome. Then I am going to give you, Mr. Fargo, a consultation date of February. I'm gonna put it on the 14th with Mr. Page. That'll be at 1:30, but you all can work out those details.
Okay.
And then I'm going to see you, Mr. Fargo, on February 21st. And because you'll be
Okay.
at work, does 8:35 work better for you? Uh-oh, is he frozen? Uh-oh. Mr. Fargo, can you hear me? You were frozen for a moment. Does 8:35 a.m. work better for you?
Absolutely, even better.
All right, let's do 8:35 a.m. for you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do well,
well.
and we are here if you need us, okay?
All right. Have a good day.
All right, thank you, sir. You too. All right, Ms. Walker, are we
Yes,
ready on? Yes, looks like we are. Can you bring in your folks that's ready on the 8:30 civil infractions?
Yes, Judge, we only have Corporal Croxton here. The other one will be no officer. So if we could go straight through the docket, it'll go quickly.
Oh, let's do it. I have, okay, I'm not ready. I have, what's today, the 6th? No, today is the 7th, right? Is that right?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Got this fan going in my ears.
But you're not hot.
I'm not hot, so I'm not complaining. How about that? All right, let's do it. I have for Kazi Ahmed, SP 15336H1, counts 1 and 2. For the people,
Shannon Walker, P 53794, on behalf of the people, appearing with Corporal Eric Croxton. Could you put your name and badge number on the record, please?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Judge. Corporal Croxton, Detroit Police Officer, badge 665.
thank you and good morning, Corporal Croxton. Good to see you. And then for the respondents,
Yes, hello, Your Honor. This is Nick Hanawa, P number 78298, appearing on behalf of Ahmed Kazi.
thank you and good morning, counsel. All right, how are the parties proceeding?
Judge, I did see, I've talked to counsel, there is a proof of insurance, so we would be willing to dismiss count 2 of this matter. As to count 1, we're requesting, and counsel's agree that his client will take the better driver class, and then we'll come back and enter a plea at that time.
All right, very good. And so counsel, how much time does your client need to take the better driver class?
I can have him take it as soon as possible, but I always like to ask for 30 days just in case, if that's okay with you, Your Honor. If not, we could go for a shorter time period.
No, I'll do it because I want people to be successful. And so this is what I'll do. I will bring this back on. Let's bring it back on Thursday, March 14th. Give them a little time.
Okay.
2024, and I'll bring it back at 8:30 a.m. counsel. Make sure your client is has taken the class and they're ready to proceed. And then I need you to reach out to my clerk so you can get the information as to how he's to do that better driver's class, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. So the clerk will fill us in on exactly what classes to take.
Yes, there's a form that she's gonna send you with all the information on it, but I need you to contact her, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you so much.
Have a blessed day. Take care.
You do the same, thank you. All right, I am ready on Adam Ahmed, SP 152-58371.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Brendan Dabalski appearing on behalf of Adam Ahmed.
All right, thank you, Council. Ms. Walker, your appearance as well.
Yes, Shannon Walker, P53794. On behalf of the people, Officer Valen has failed to appear. I have no explanation for the absence and cannot proceed.
Your
All
Honor,
right,
at this time,
Council.
I'm asking that the court dismiss this ticket.
All right, I am granting your motion. I'm dismissing it without prejudice. Thank you all. I appreciate your patience.
Judge, thank you so much. You have a great day.
You do the same. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you, sir. Judge, I believe that.
Okay. Just
Do you need me
Yes.
for anything else, Judge?
Well, Mr. Griffin is in the box. I don't know why, so you might want to come down for that.
Lord, oh,
And I
Lord,
think
oh, Lord.
he has somebody else. You have a client that's here today. Yeah.
All right, Judge, well,
Mr.
tell me,
Griffin, yes.
I have bond money and just call me.
All right. Mr. Griffin on Brown, can you approach? I just want to tell you one thing on that. All right, I am now ready to go to my 9 o'clock docket. Mr. Nunn, yes, ma'am, thank you. Mr. Nunn, you've been on, and you were on first this morning, and you're scheduled for 9 o'clock. So if you could turn on and get yourself together, I'd love to do your case. Give me 2 seconds. I don't know who has Mr. Nunn, but if you could reach out to him, he's been on since 8:30 this morning. I'm asking him to start his video. I'm asking him to unmute. If not, I'm going to keep going.
I just
with
called him, Judge.
You did?
Yeah, he said he was trying to get his
All
camera on. I don't know what's happening, but he said he's trying to get it on now.
All right, well, I'm gonna keep going with my 9 o'clock, so I stay on track. I have for James Tobler, case number 05346551, and case number 220-455-0201. Good morning, Mr. Tobler.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing well.
Very good, very, very good. All right, Mr. Tobler, tell me what you've been doing since the last time I've seen you to work on you.
Well, pretty much all the court ordered stuff, which is actually turning out to be a good thing. Seeing my therapist every 2 weeks and the psychiatrist once a month, making all my drops. And I've been working with Michigan Rehabilitation Center on our services with getting a job. And I had an appointment yesterday downtown with, it used to be called Jewish Vocational Center Services, and now it's called something else. And they're going to help me with job training so that I can find employment.
Look at you. How do you feel about all of these positive things that are going on?
Good. I was too much of a couch potato for too long.
Yes, so now you're going to get out and you're going to be able to meet people, right?
Right. And that's the goal too, is to break the loneliness.
Yeah, we talked about that. You told me that before. And so by getting out, doing some job training, getting you a job, then you're going to be able to interact. And I think that's going to be good for you, right?
Very much so.
All right. Very good. Are you having any difficulties or any challenges with working the program?
The only thing is the fee for the urine test, which is $24 a pop. And, you know, I'm just doing plasma right now at $360 a month, and 200 has to go to the urine test. So that's, I've been trying to try to, you know, put some aside or whatever, but I'm just a little nervous about that. But I think I'm going to be okay, but it's still stressing me out a bit.
Your Honor, can I make a request?
Yes.
Mr. Topler has gone through and mentioned everything that he's doing in regards to being compliant with our court orders and how he's actually enjoying it and has seen positive changes. Are we able to give him a 60-day voucher for his testing?
Mr. Page, I would need you to check with Mr. Morgan to see if we have funds available, because that's where we are right now.
Yeah, I can do that, Judge.
Because and even if we start off with 30 days, somebody's feedbacking. Okay, we're gonna mute you for a second, Mr. Topler, because Ms. Warfield, even if we do it in 30-day increments, maybe by then he will have landed some work. And so we certainly want to help him. And so, Mr. Page, if you could check with Mr. Morgan on that and see if we can do it. I know that he's in phase 2, but he's having some financial difficulties, and not just having them, but getting up and doing something about it. And so, and that's what I'm recognizing. And that's why I'm willing to do in 30-day increments, the first 30 days, and let's see where he is with this job, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Mr. Page, how quickly can you let Mr. Topler or let us know whether or not that's available?
I can let him know today.
Okay, very good.
Yeah,
Don't miss any tests though, Mr. Topler, okay? Unmute yourself now.
I won't.
All right, very good, very good. All right, anything else, Mr. Topler, that you need to bring to the team that we need to work together and resolve with you?
That was really the only issue at this point was, you know, just the fear of being short on the funds for the test.
All right, very good. Mr. You're gonna have to mute yourself. I don't know why you echo from me. Mr. Topler, I do want to know, what are you enjoying the most about your sobriety? Can you tell me that?
Well, you know, that there is a novelty to life without drink, you know, that the world doesn't revolve around having a cocktail.
Yeah, world does not revolve around having a cocktail. So you're understanding that you can do without it, right?
I know I can, right, and actually enjoy it.
Doing without and enjoying it, right?
Correct.
I love it. I hope that someone else and others are listening as well.
And even though I'm almost 61, my memory is improving. as a result of not drinking.
I hope that everybody heard that, because there are some studies that talk about what alcohol does to that part of the brain that deals with memory. And so, Mr. Topler, you know, when I'm sitting in those classes, sometimes, you know, how they shade the brain, and I sometimes, I'm not a scientist, so they give it to us at a very low level. And I sometimes wonder, you know, is that true? Nobody's ever said that. I think you are the first person I've ever heard say in this program that my memory is better now that I am not indulging in the use of alcohol. Yeah, that's awesome.
Learn something new every day, right?
I do, and I've got to write it down. I'm sorry, I'm still listening, but I got to write it down, because I go to these classes and conferences, and I really look to see the things that they're teaching us, you know, and this is one I can check off my list, because you have indicated that your memory is better. I love it. Very good. All right. What questions or issues or concerns do you want to raise with the team on today?
I can't think of anything that we have not already addressed.
All right, Mr. Page, Mr. Tobler's in phase 2. Is there anything else you need to add?
Nothing additional for Mr. Topler. I just wanted to let him know I'll help him follow up on that job that he's trying to get, getting employment, and then I'll also give him a call later on today as far as the testing. But keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job.
Okay, thank you.
All right. If nothing else for Mr. Tobler, I am going to give Mr. Tobler a consultation. I'll schedule it for February 14th. And that'll be at 1:30 with Mr. Page, or the time that he selects. And then the return to court is going to be on February 28th. And Mr. Tobler, I'm going to keep you at 9 o'clock, okay?
You know what, is it all right to make it 9:15? The only reason being, if they call me to go testing, 9 o'clock is really pushing it a little tight.
We will do 9:15. How's that?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. One less thing to
You are
stress
very
about.
welcome. Don't stress about it. If there's anything we can help out with, speak up. We will do our best. So you got it, 9:15, okay?
Very good. Thank you very much.
All right. Take care, Mr. Tobler.
You as well. You all having a very nice day.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. I'm now going to go to LaJuan Nunn. Mr. Nunn, you've been on since 8:35 a.m. You were scheduled for 9 o'clock. So let's do it. And it's good to see you smile this morning. I heard you had some stuff going on. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number Z808-3241. Mr. Nunn, state your full name, please.
LaJuan Jeffrey Dunn, and good morning to you as well.
Good morning, Mr. Nunn. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Still at the hospital. I'm sorry, but yes, I'm okay. I explained to Mr. Page and more depth after court, so he could relate it to you.
Yes, sir. And so we're not going to put your medical stuff on because we're streaming live. I'm also going to stop your video, but I'm going to continue to conduct your hearing, okay?
Okay.
No. You're good. You're good. I just don't want to put, we're streaming this morning. All right, Mr. Nunn. So I heard you had some issues. How are you feeling physically?
I'm actually feeling a lot better physically. I'm just waiting on a lot of test results to come back, so I can get back moving.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time. You're a little blurred.
No, I said I'm actually feeling better. I'm just waiting on a lot of results to come back, so I can get back moving. Like,
all right, Mr.
Huh?
Yeah.
They just took that blood test? Yeah. Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I know that you've got some things going on.
You're going for a stress test today, so I can't feed you or give you anything really to drink a lot, but I have this aspirin.
Mute him so we don't hear. Yes. We'll give him a second to finish talking with the nurse. Mr. Page, while he's doing that, I'm going to have you just do a consultation with him today. Get some updates about what's going on, documentation to support. If his color drops, he can probably test there. Okay. And so if not, we'll work through that. And then I'm going to give him a I know he's got to get back up on his feet before he takes on that job with the traffic control with DPD. And so keep me posted on that. And then we'll go from there, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, very good. Any objection from any of the team members to just Mr. Nunn? I'm ending his hearing, and then
No objection,
I'll
Your Honor.
see him. Okay, very good. I'm going to schedule him to see me on let's do, I'll see him on February. Make sure we keep him muted. Keep it, Mr. Nunn, we're gonna keep you muted so we don't get your business all out for the whole world to hear. And so I'm gonna have you return to court on Wednesday, February 14th, 2024. And I'll put him on for 8:35 a.m., Mr. Page, so that he will, he can come on and get it out the way and get to what he needs to do, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Mr. Nunn, if you can hear me, take good care of yourself. Make sure you stay connected to your case manager, and we are all rooting on you to be in good health and for everything to work out, okay? And with that, I am excusing you. Have a good day. All right. I am ready on Mr. Cronk. I have for Devin Cronk, case number 1904661-901. Mr. Cronk, unmute and state your full name for me.
Devin Cronk.
All right, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm good.
That's good. How are you feeling physically?
A lot better.
A lot better. Things are moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
They are very good. I'm glad, really glad to hear that. Are you having any difficulties or challenges with working the program?
No, actually, everything's been going very smooth.
All right, wonderful. Are you still enjoying the new baby? Because he's still new.
Yeah, he's about 2 months and 2 days old today. So yes, we've had to switch his formula many a times because his digestive system is not liking the other options. So just figuring out what's best for him. But yeah, it's been a joy.
That's good. Is he sleeping all night? I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
he
say it
actually
again.
is. I said, time to get fixed. I have my 2 kids. I'm done.
All right, you want the whole world to know, sir. We're streaming live today.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you have a boy and a girl. Guess what? There's nothing else to have after a boy and a girl.
Yep. So
You've got one of each. You are fortunate. Yes. Yes, yes. All right. And so how are things going with team in Westland?
Southgate, and it's going good.
Southgate, I'm sorry. All right, it's
going
going
good.
good. You're showing up.
Yeah.
All right, and you're doing your part to work through whatever they have determined that you need to work through.
Yes, I have.
All right, I appreciate it. I also was informed that you want to get your CDL. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'd like to get my CDL. I want to do long distance traveling, but I need to get this done first. But I'm just working on studying and taking tests right now. And then I'll take the test, get the license and stuff, and probably do local until I complete this program so I can travel, because I'm not going to be able to do that being on this probation. So I could always get some experience in before I pick up a long distance CDL job.
Very good. You have a plan. That's awesome. And you're already executing that plan. So that's really good. Now, is your Michigan driver's license valid?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very
Yeah,
good.
and I want to say August, it'll be 1 year. No.
That it's been reinstated?
Yeah, about there. So I've been on a driving probationary. I've been on probationary with my driver's license since I was 18. So this 1 year is coming up quick, and I haven't gotten in any trouble. So I'll get off that probationary, because the way the probationary works is you could only get 6 points and they suspend your license. It's not 12. And if you get more than one ticket within like 3 to 6 months, they'll bring you into the Secretary of State and question you on why you're getting so many tickets and stuff. So I'll be excited to get off of that. I've
Since
been
you were
on,
18, Mr. Crump, do you
yeah,
mind
so
telling me how
almost
old are
10
you
years.
now?
I'm 26, almost 10 years. Yeah. We all grow up.
Well, that has, yes, we do. There you go. No excuses. We all grow up. Look at you. And you're doing it. And that has to be a really good feeling, right?
I want to say, yeah, that is a good feeling, but the best feeling is I don't have any points because my license was suspended for almost 5 years, and my last ticket was like almost 3 years ago, and I every 2 years points come off your license, so I don't have any points on my license either, so that feels good.
That's awesome. You are really on track. When you get this behind you, you are going to be you're in a good place now. Let me say that. But you'll be in
But
an
I'll be
even
free
better
and
place.
clear. Yeah, I'll be
You,
free and clear.
you still free and clear. You still free and clear. You just got a little bit of work to do on the back end, right? That you're going to
Yeah,
be doing for the rest of your life, right? To
for
stay
sure.
on track. You just won't be doing it under the court's jurisdiction.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Well, listen, yesterday, Mr. Page made the recommendation for you to be promoted to phase 4 on today. Are you ready to go to phase 4?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Listen, you have worked hard. He reported that you have completed all of the requirements of phase 3, that you are actively engaged in your therapeutic services, that you are doing your testing and all of the things that are required of you, and there is no reason to hold you in phase 4. Mr. Page, what else do you want to add to that?
Just want to tell Mr. Crunk he's doing a great job. Just to keep up the good work. He knows that he can call me anytime if he needs anything. You did everything you need to do. I told you I got you, and you getting promoted today.
Appreciate it. Thank you. This is
awesome.
a big motivational move for me. So I'm happy to see some more progress in the program.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir. And you are progressing, and I am very, very proud of you, Mr. Crump. So I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Devin Crump on his promotion to phase 4.
Yeah.
He is almost there. Yes. All right, y'all haters in the box better be celebrating. Who wasn't celebrating? All right.
I've been with
All
you
right.
guys. I've been with you guys just about 4 years, even though half of it wasn't the right terms, but we've been through thick and thin, and we're finally seeing the end of the tunnel.
And we are still together, Mr. Crump.
Yeah, we are.
We still together. But listen, we're together in a healthy and productive way. And so I want to encourage you to keep going. You're doing a fantastic job. Continue on this path, okay?
Yes, I will.
All right. Before I give you dates, anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Crump?
Just want to say, Mr. Crump, congratulations. Again, it's been a long road, but it's been a fruitful one. So keep going. You are almost at the finish line. It may seem like things are going to get a little tougher now, being that you're almost there, but you got to keep your head up, keep going. But we are very proud of you.
Thank you.
If I could add, Judge, Mr. Kronk, I've seen you for a long time, and it's great to see your improvement and your dedication to your improvement. All things, as you say, there's light at the end of the tunnel. That's a shining light that you're going to be. So hang in there.
I appreciate that.
All right. If nothing else, Mr. Crump, I am ready for your dates. You are going to have a consultation with Mr. Page on February 28th, and that's going to be scheduled for 1:30 p.m. And then you will return to court on March 6th, 2024 at 9:00 a.m., okay?
I have one question. You said February 28th at what time? Was it 1:30?
1:30. But Mr.
Okay.
Page, you all may have to tweak that time, and that's fine, but I'm scheduling it for 1:30, okay?
All right.
All right, awesome. You are in great shape, sir. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe. Take good care of that new baby. And we'll see
I
you
will.
next time, okay?
Thank you.
All right. You're
Bye-bye.
welcome. Bye-bye. All right. For the 9 o'clock, I'm gonna close out Cynthia Mixon. Mr. Page, where's my warrant with the Detroit address?
It's in the system, Judge. I brought it down to Miss Mack yesterday. But
You
technically, technically the first one had that address on there. Miss Walker just asked for the other address in the email. So the first warrant had the address on there as well.
Oh, okay. All right. You all didn't let me know because I'm sitting over here crossing my eyes at you, Mr. Page. And so, listen, can someone reach out to Ms. Walker to find out what's the status? Again, I have raised some real concerns because of the type of work that she does and the type of results that were coming back. I've raised some real concerns and I want to make sure I'm doing my part to
Yes, ma'am.
not endanger other people. I can't do that.
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
very good. Now, there are several people in the box, and I need the attorneys to be able to speak with them. And so if we could start that rotation, I don't know if somebody's in there already. So case managers, I need that to happen. If you could reach out to Ms. Warfield or whomever, let her know why they're there. And then I need you to come down and let's get your folks rotating. So we don't get to the end of the docket and we try to put people in to talk with the attorney.
And
Okay.
I believe Cedric Brown is in the box, Judge, and I've talked to him, so he's ready whenever you
Okay.
are.
All right.
Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sending a message now to you and Attorney Fikens regarding Mr. Owensby. He is in the box, but he voluntarily submitted himself this morning. Your Honor, he called me yesterday and explained something. I just happened to get his phone call late last night, and so he does need to talk to Mr. Fikens. It's about a misscreen, but he did explain to me what has happened. So the room is ready for him to go in. I don't know if you can just.
I think you have to
Okay.
be down there with
Yeah.
them now, though.
Oh,
Has
Yeah,
to be
somebody, remember they implemented
that's right,
that new
that's right.
protocol.
So
All
I'll
right,
come down there,
very
but I
good.
just wanted to let you know, but I'm sending a text message right now as well.
Thank you.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
So let's get stuff rolling with them. Give me 1 second. I have 2 minutes. I need to respond to something very quickly. Ms. Mack, if you could mute me. The 9:30s have not come in. They are with the jail, so we'll keep going. Oh, no, I do need to call it. I'm sorry. Miss Mack on Aaron Britt, 220-446-5001. If we could send over the form, he has been adjourned to February 23rd, 2024 at 9:30 a.m. If we could get that to the jail so they don't bring him on. And then we did an order yesterday for Shatira Smith, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, and so for Shatira Smith, SB 114-60181, U50376919, SP 106-05841, U50376719, U50376819, and U57030120. Ms. Warfield, this is the one where we did get the order of competency. That order has gone in, is that correct? And she is now going to a hospital for treatment?
That is correct, Your Honor. The report came back that Ms. Smith we would be no longer able to have jurisdiction over Ms. Smith. That order was submitted to Your Honor into the Wayne County Jail yesterday, in which they are going to initiate the process to get Ms. Smith into a hospital.
All right, very good. And we said that we would schedule the hearing for purposes of dismissal next week. And
Correct,
so
Your
I'd
Honor.
like to, wonderful, I'd like to do that. Let's see, can we do it on? Can we do it on the 14th? Can we just do it on the 21st? Is that gonna make a difference?
I
Or you
believe by
rather the
statute,
14th?
we have to do, can we do it on the 14th, Your Honor? So that way we can do it as soon as
Okay.
possible. Thank you.
No problem. We'll do it on February 14th, 2024, and I'll put it on for 9:30 a.m. and then we'll go from there. Thank you, Ms. Warfield.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, now I am ready to go to the 9:35 a.m. matters. I have up first, Ms. Jefferson. Good morning to you, Ms. Jefferson. Uh-oh, is Ms. Jefferson with us? Unmute, Ms. Jefferson. Good morning. Uh-oh, is she frozen?
I believe she may be frozen, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Jefferson, you might have to dial out and dial back in.
I think we got her now, Your Honor.
There we go. All right, let me place your case number on the record. Z808-6281. Ms. Jefferson, state your full name for me. Yeah, she's having some issues this morning. All right, have her dial in and dial and come back. I'm gonna keep going. I'm going to go to, are you there, Ms. Jefferson? That space you're in is not a good space. All right, let's go to Daisha Adams and then I'll come back to Ms. Jefferson. I have for Daisha Adams, Z808-2801. Ms. Adams, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you this morning, Ms. Adams?
I'm fine. You?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. I know you've had some things going on. How are you adjusting?
I'm adjusting to it as best that I can adjust to it because this month make 1 month that what happened to him last month.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Very good.
But
And you
I'm
are talking
adjusting
about
to
it. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm just instead of me holding the stuff in and letting it build up and it just make it worse, I'd just rather just get it all out and just be talking about it so I can make myself feel better. Like it was good times and it was bad times, but at least I know he ain't struggling no more and he not worried about nothing. Now he a guardian angel now. So that's what I gotta think about it. I ain't gotta worry about worrying about what's going on with the man no more or nothing. So
Okay. Are you talking about things with your counselor at my side?
yeah, I'm talking about it with I'm talking about it with the counselor at the development center.
All right. Very good. Very good. How's your baby doing?
She be in and out now. She be happy one day and then when she start thinking about her dad, then she gets sad again. But I be trying to keep her distracted so she won't think about it because I don't want her to keep thinking about that stuff. So she just be talking to me and I be trying to figure out ways to make her go back to being a happy little girl again.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good.
But other than that,
Very
she's doing
good.
she's doing pretty good and stuff. So she's fine.
All right, very good, very good. It was reported that you are staying engaged in your treatment, that you are engaged in doing the things that you need to do for your program. Have you started your community service yet?
I've been asking people since last year if they could take me to do the community service because I can't drive without a driver's license, or none of that stuff. So I've been asking people, can they take me to do that? And then they'll tell me, yeah. Then I'll be calling them on the day to take me. Then they'll answer the phone or say nothing. So I'm trying to figure out another way to do it so I can get that out the way. And my grandmother not gonna be able to take me no more because she getting ready to have surgery. She been getting prepped and stuff. So I really gotta change everything around because she can't take me to do the community service because she was gonna take me, but now she gotta get ready for surgery. So now I gotta come up with a different whole new ball game to be able to get it out the way. I've been trying to do it since last year. and nobody ain't being consistent. That's why I don't like depending on people. So I've been trying to figure out somewhere else how to do it and find somebody to watch my baby while I can go do it.
All right, so listen, Miss Adams, Mr. Yancey will work with you. Let's work with the community service specialist to see if she can get community service on a bus route so that she is able to get to her her community service. And of course, we will provide her with some bus tickets if need be. And then also Ms. Warfield mentioned that Mr. Yancey, she should be someone that should be referred for our Sesame Street in the community because she has a minor, and so that she can get some assistance with her child while she is working this program so that mother and daughter are in a good place and can continue to thrive even after she completes this program. So I'm asking that that be done as well. How does that sound, Ms. Adams?
That sounds pretty good to me.
All right, Mr. Yancey, are you good with that?
Yes, I'm writing that down now. I'll try to get her the absolute closest place for community service that's on the bus route.
All right, very good. Are you still working, Ms. Adams?
Yeah, I still work at the same job.
Okay, how is that going?
It's going pretty good. But they don't have a bus route to get to that job, so I really got to figure out how to get there, or I'm gonna have to be looking for one that's closer to my house that have a bus route, because my grandmother was the one taking me there, but she ain't gonna be able to, so I got to figure something out, or I'm gonna have to make some friends at work to tell them to come and get me.
All right, Ms. Adams. So, Mr. Yancey, I will also indicate that she may be a good candidate for CEO. I don't know if they would have some jobs near where she lives, but she's got some transportation impediments. But Ms. Adams, you got to get up and grind now. And I know you have been, you've been trying, and I know that grandma has been a tremendous asset and a very good resource for you. But now you're gonna have to spread your wings and fly a little bit on your own, right? Which is gonna turn to a lot of it on your own, because your grandmother is not going to be available, but you still have to do the things that you've been doing to improve your quality of life. Can I count on you to do that?
Yeah, I know I had to put my big girl pants on eventually. She ain't gonna be here forever. So I know I would have to spread them eventually. Better time to do it now while she's still here than before she leaves. So
yes,
I know
so
I can do that.
Yes, so I want you to get with Mr. Yancey. You should also have a case manager at the development center, which is now my side. You should have a case manager there. And Ms. Price may also know some resources. Let's get you flying on your own, okay? And so including with overcoming some of your transportation impediments, getting you work, let's look for work on the bus line, community service on the bus line, those type of things, okay? And you said you're open to it, so I appreciate that.
Whatever I gotta do to help myself and to benefit myself, I'm willing to do it to make myself better.
Yes, ma'am, and I appreciate the fact that you are still motivated. I know that this has been quite a journey for you, but you are still motivated, and I appreciate that. So I want to encourage you to keep going, okay?
Okay.
All right. What questions or concerns do you want to raise with the team on today?
Well, all of y'all just answered the stuff that I was very concerned about, so I don't have nothing else to say.
You don't have anything else to raise as a concern? All right, well, I appreciate you letting us know what's going on. Tell me one thing good that's happened to you since the last time I've seen you.
Well, the one thing that's good since the last time that you've seen me is that I'm about to start a business, like a nursing home business. Me and my best friend decided to go and open the business for a nursing home. It's gonna be called Living Care Group Home for senior citizens and stuff. They got Alzheimer's and dementia, and that's what we're trying to do. The only thing that we need to do now is just find a building or a place where we want to be located at. And then when we get one place started and we get it off the ground, and then we was gonna find another spot to put it at. So yeah, we trying to start a group home for elderly people with Alzheimer's and dementia.
I love it. Thank you for your heart of service. So make sure you go through all the state regulation things and do everything that you're supposed to do so that you can help somebody else. I love it, okay?
Yeah, me too.
All right. Very good. All right, Mr. Yancey. I have Miss Adams in phase 3. Is there anything else you'd like to add? And are we good with the CEO referral as well as referral for Sesame Street in the community?
Yes, we are. I think in staffing, we said that she was in phase 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I? No, I have, that's not who I said was in phase 4. She's in, everything on my stuff says 3.
Okay.
And Judge, I was just wondering, she don't have to go through us to get a driver's license, do she? I just ran her driver's record. I can send it over to Mr. Fikers. It seemed like she probably need to go to the Secretary of State because it was a suspension for the charge that she was dealt with, but that suspension ended. So it seems like she need to go to the Secretary of State and like apply for her license from what I see. It's because she don't have a second, it's just a first.
Oh, Miss Adams, do you believe that you're not eligible for a license?
No, I remember every time when I went down there to try to get one, they kept telling me that I couldn't get one until the court people tell them to call them or told them that I would be able to get one or something. I had told Miss Warfield about it, and I showed her the paper that they was talking about because of the charge that I had got from me being in the program. They kept telling me that I wasn't eligible to get my driver's license back, so I just stopped trying to go down. I've been trying the whole last year.
Hold on.
I'm gonna send it over
Ms.
to
Adams.
Mr. Fikers. Shop. It's like the suspension ended. It was a restricted from 8/22 to 22 to 1/18/23. So it's just showing that it's suspended. It's not showing. So I'm gonna send this over to Mr. Fikers so maybe he can go in and Ms. Warfield, maybe they can go in the breakout room and discuss it. But it's not showing that she would have to come through us. So it just must be something, a formality that's stopping her from getting her license.
All right. So if you all, the attorney, to Mr. Fikens, if you could look at that and let me know, and if there's anything that you need the court to do to facilitate her getting a license, let's do that.
Yes, Judge.
All right. And thank you, Mr. Griffin. I appreciate that. All right. Let's
Me
see if we
too.
can get you on track to go get that license. And then I'd like to know after you meet with her, what is the holdup? Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right. All right.
Do you want me to
Very
go
good.
to a breakout room or something, or just?
You are gonna go to a breakout room once Mr. Yancey tells me that everything is good. Mr. Yancey, were you able to verify that she's in phase 3?
Yes, I verified she's in phase 3. I checked everything this morning. She's in really good shape. She's in compliance with her program requirements at this time.
All right, awesome. Ms. Adams, I am going to send you to that breakout room. I want to give you some dates first.
Okay.
And so, yes, I'm going to give you some dates. All right, you're gonna have a consultation on February 21st. That'll be at 1:30. And then you will return to see me. That will be on February 28th, 2024. And Ms. Adams, I'm gonna put you back on for 9:35 a.m., okay?
Okay.
All right, you are all set, ma'am. So you all come back, Mr. Fikes, and let me know what's going on, okay?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Awesome. All right. But I am proud of you, Ms. Adams. You are doing it. Yes, you are.
I came too far not to be able to do it, even if I had a mishap that just happened. But I still want to strive to get to the finish line. I still got to get up. I can't not get up. I have a whole little baby that's still depending on me. So I have to stay strong, at least for her, if not for myself. So yeah, I'm still motivated.
Yes, ma'am. I love it. All right, Miss Adams, go in that breakout room. Mr. Fike and someone put them in. And then I'm going to circle back to Miss Jefferson. Give me 2 seconds. Miss Matt, can you mute me for a second, please? All right, let's go to Miss Jefferson. I'm recalling Miss Jefferson. Can you hear me? Miss Jefferson does not have a good connection today. Miss Jefferson, I can't hear you, so I'm going to keep on going. I am going to go to Angela Packla, 200-455-4101. Good morning, Miss Packla.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Please state your full name for me.
Angela Packla.
All right, Miss Packla, how are things going with you?
Good.
They're good. What does that
Tired.
mean, good?
I'm just exhausted.
I
I'm
gotta
doing a
know
lot.
good. Okay, what are you doing?
Just working on building the shop. So I put in a new floor and we're putting in booths and my hands all broken and hurt.
But you're working your own business, right? You're getting it together.
Trying to.
All right, very good, very good. And so I'm just checking to see a couple of things. And so have you tried paying on your fines and costs with us, Ms. Beck?
No, not yet.
All right, I need you to start doing that, okay? You are in phase 4, and we should be farther along with that, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so get with Mr. Yancey. I need you to start doing that. I know you've got a lot of irons in the fire, but I do need you to do that because I don't want you to get down to the end and then you've got that hiccup that, you can't leave the program.
Right.
That doesn't make sense to me. You've worked too hard, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Tell me what you're noticing about yourself on this journey and you like it.
Just how much more successful I am.
Yes, tell me a little bit about that.
When you're sober, you get a lot more done.
There you go, right in one sentence. When you are sober, I hope that everybody in the courtroom hears that. When you're sober, you get a lot more done, right? What
Yeah.
about when you're sober, people start to invest in your dreams and your goals?
Yep, true. My mom is investing in my business and she never would have before, so.
Yes, she never would have before,
Yeah,
but
nobody
she is
trusts
now
a drunk.
investing. Say that
Yeah.
again?
That nobody trusts a drunk.
That's kind of harsh, but it's the reality, right?
It's true.
It's like throwing good money after bad money, right?
Yeah, well, there's a reason why nobody trusts them, so.
There you go. I am so excited about the fact that your mom, that has to be encouraging to you, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, and I'm excited that she sees what's going on. She sees the transformation and she's decided to put her money where her mouth is, that she's proud of you. And so I want to encourage you to keep going. I think that is phenomenal.
Thank you.
Yes. What issues or concerns are you having today that you need to raise with me, Ms. Packler?
I don't really have any. Making it around still sucks, but there's nothing I can do about that.
What's going on with your license? I know it's suspended, but did they give you a date certain?
It's next year.
It's next year? All right, so the best thing that you can do is not drive, because you know driving is gonna put you even farther behind. Use this year to work that business, okay?
Yeah.
And so maybe when you do get that license, your business will be such a booming business that you'll be able to go out and buy you a shiny red car with some shiny red rims. How about that?
Yeah. I like red, but it's close.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. We need to get you. Have you started with your community service?
No.
All right. We need to get you moving on that too.
I
All
have to
right.
find somewhere that I was working with my case manager, but there was just no way to be able to get there the days that they wanted me.
Okay. All right.
So Your Honor, she did give me some new days in which she can do that community service. So we'll work with her as far as the days that she gave me.
Okay. All right. Very good. Let's do that. Okay, Miss Pagler?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr.
Am
Yancey,
I
go ahead.
gonna be able to do something in Roseville? Because I don't live in Detroit.
Mr. Yancey, well, your offense took place in Detroit, and community service is supposed to be worked in the place where the offense occurred. So I need you to get with Mr. Yancey and see what you all can work through, okay?
Okay.
All right. And Mr. Yancey, circle back to me on that, because I know she's got transportation issues, but I do want her to get her community service done, okay?
Okay. Okay.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, no, Ms. Packler, was there anything else you wanted to add?
No, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Yancey.
Ms. Packler, she's doing great as far as her program requirements. She's not missing anything. So she's doing well. We just encourage her to keep going, and then we're gonna try to work on the other two things that you talked about today. And then we'll see where we are. But so far so good. We just had, like I said, we just had to do those other requirements, and then we can push her ahead.
Yes. All right. Very good. Ms. Packler, if you don't have any other questions or concerns to raise, I'm going to give you your next dates. You are going to have a consultation with Mr. Yancey on February 28th. And I'm scheduling it for 1:30, but you all can work out a different time and you'll probably speak to him more than that. And then you'll have a return to court date to see me on March 6th, 2024. And that will be at 9:35 a.m. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You are in great shape. Good to see you, Ms. Packler.
Thanks, you too.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
You too.
All right. Miss Jefferson, I'm going to try to call you
Yes,
again. Are you ready?
I'm here. Yes,
All right.
my phone. No, Miss Holmes, Miss Judge Holmes. I dropped my phone in the water yesterday. I'm like, oh,
All right. Well, I know I can see you. You've been on. I want to get your case done. So while we got you, let's do it. I have
Yes,
for
ma'am.
Felicia Jefferson, case number Z8086281. Miss Jefferson, state your full name for the record, please.
Felicia Moshelle Jefferson.
All right. Good morning to you. How are you this morning?
Well, I'm alive. I thank God for that. I'm just ready to get off this probation. My mom went into the hospital last night. My dad, he ain't doing good. Death in the family. It's like, it come in threes.
Yes.
But
And you know what, Miss Jefferson? You said you want to get out this probation, but you've got a lot of things going on around you. I think this is the perfect time to be on probation, where you have all of the support services and things of that nature.
No, I feel good about it, but it's just life, it's life. My mom, her breathing and that, no, it's just life. I just need to take care of my parents. They 85 and 86, and and then the death of my family. He just he's like my family, just a real close friend of mine. He stage 4 cancer. So,
Sorry to hear
I'm
that.
working the program. I'm working it.
Okay, keep working it, Miss
Yes,
Jefferson, because you're
ma'am.
doing a great job. And
Thank
hopefully you
you.
see some of the benefits. Do you see
Yes,
any
ma'am.
benefits from working the program? Tell me one benefit.
Just enjoying seeing the people that down at the wellness team, and then seeing you, and just knowing that God gave me breath and life to keep pushing on, and that my parents are still here. I'm taking care of them. But things happen, but they're still alive. So I'm grateful for everything.
Very good. Very good. Are you doing some self-care? Are you taking care of you as well?
Yeah, but I am very much taking care of me. But my mom, she comes first, within
I
everything. I've
understand.
been over there all weekend with her and cooked for her, cleaned up, and just doing what I ought to do. And then my dad,
Yes.
it's just I'm glad to have my parents at the age they are. So, but I'm kind of
Yes.
win, but I'm working everything out. I'm doing good, Miss Holmes, Judge Holmes.
All right, very good. I asked about some you time because you're right, your parents are a priority. But listen, if you're not good, then you can't
Yeah,
take care of your parents. So I
that's
want you to
true.
make sure that you're
Yes,
taking
ma'am.
some time out to be good to yourself, to be
Yes,
kind to yourself, and to
yes,
take care of yourself so that you can continue to take care of your parents. Can I count on you to do that?
yes, ma'am. I'm good. I'm doing it. But
Okay.
just within me being a kid or whatever, I'm always just helping any and everybody. But my arm's too short to box with God. Come on. I gotta make you
All
laugh this
right.
morning. You know what I'm
Say
saying? Just
yes.
laughter. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. All right. So listen, Ms. Jefferson, a couple of recommendations were made regarding you on yesterday. The first one was to promote you to phase 5 on today, which is our
Okay.
final phase. Are you ready to go to phase 5?
Yes, ma'am.
We believe the same thing, that you are ready to go to phase 5. And do I have your commitment? You've completed everything in phase 4. Do I have your commitment to continue to work the court's order and to work your program, even though you're going to the final phase?
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna do it, Judge. Yes, I
Yes,
am
you
so
are.
dedicated to doing it, and I'm so faithful because I gotta do it for me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Mhm.
ma'am. You have to. You have to. And so listen, that was the first recommendation. And then the second recommendation was that your testing be reduced to 1 time per week. Are you ready for that?
Yes, yes, ma'am. I don't want to say
Yes,
ma'am.
that's
Yes,
awesome.
yes. Thank you.
That's awesome. All right, stay still for us while your connection
Okay,
is
yeah.
good so we don't lose you.
Right. I know that's right.
All right, very good. All right. Ms. Jefferson, what questions or concerns do you want to raise with the team on this morning?
That's really just concern. So I still got to do 90 more days.
Ma'am, you've got to finish the program. Don't
Yeah,
count
that's 90
days,
more
count
days.
progress.
That's
Count
90 more
progress.
days.
Count progress. Yeah,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
didn't say 90 more. I didn't say 90 more days. That's
Oh,
you.
okay.
I'm saying you've got to finish phase 5.
Yes,
Okay? Because I
ma'am.
don't want folks to get on here saying Judge said 90 days and
Oh,
the
no,
90th
right.
day was on Sunday. So I went and did what I
Okay.
wanted to do. No. Okay?
No,
All
I
right.
understand. Thank you.
Focus on your progress. Focus on your progress. Because you've made a lot of progress, Ms. Jefferson, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Judge. Thank
All right.
you.
Very good. You're very welcome. Who has Ms. Jefferson? Mr. Griffin? Come on, Mr. Griffin.
Yeah, Miss Jefferson is doing really well. Like I said, that's reported in staff, and she's in compliance with everything. She completed all her tests and phase 4. So I did make the recommendation to promote her to phase 5, our
Yeah.
final phase, and to reduce her testing. I think she has deserved that. She currently 231 days of sobriety. So she's just been working really hard. I understand her concerns, but it is a process. So you're in a great place. So you'll be finishing soon.
Thank you.
Yeah. So just just stay the path, and you'll be there before you know it. So Judge, yeah, since I took over her case, she's been working really hard. No problems. We talk almost weekly. Any concerns, anything she has, she reaches out. So I appreciate that, and and I'm here if you need me, Ms. Jefferson.
Thank you so much, Mr. Griffin.
All right, awesome. I'm going to give you some dates and then we're going to celebrate you. You are going to have a consultation with Mr. Griffin on March 6th, 2024 at 1:30. And then you are going to return to court on March 13th, 2024 at 9:35 a.m. Okay?
Yes, Judge.
All right, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Felicia Jefferson on her promotion to our final phase. Way to go, Miss Jefferson.
Thank you.
Way to
Thank
go.
y'all.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Miss Warfield, did you want to add anything?
Yes, I want to thank Miss Griffin too, and Miss Warfield. I just want to thank everybody down there. I call her Miss Pepper, but her name is I don't know, Miss Pepper. But everyone down there, and you all, I thank y'all so much.
You are so welcome. Thank you for accepting the service. Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna continue to ride with y'all up. Mm-hmm. You know I'm silly. I'm silly.
We appreciate it. All right. Take care.
Thank you so much. You all. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. I am going to go to Miss Gentry and then Miss Harris. You are up next. Yes, you are, ma'am. All right. Let's go to Miss Gentry. I have Z808-4141. Miss Gentry, unmute and state your name.
Good morning, Sade Gentry.
Good morning, Miss Gentry. How are you this morning?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing well. Your makeup is so pretty. Where are you going?
Nowhere. I didn't really put on makeup. I did put on some eyeliner though. I didn't want to look like I didn't want to look sick.
Look at you. All right. How are you feeling, Miss Gentry?
Oh, I feel good. I feel great, energized.
Okay, still committed to working your program?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. You either got a new supervisor or a new position. Which one did you get?
A supervisor. I'm still chasing that new position. Everybody telling me not to give up because you're gonna get 100 no's, but just keep at it. Be confident. I was like losing confidence in my skill set. You kind of get discouraged, like, oh, well, maybe I'm not good enough.
No. Ma'am, if you only knew the no's that I've been told, and I now understand that every no made me work harder, and every no brought me closer to my yes. And I finally got my yes. So never doubt your abilities, but always look for ways to improve, to sharpen your skills, to enhance your skills, to go above and beyond, because no does not mean no. I'm almost, Jessica, I'm about to go there. Let me reel it all back in. No does not always mean no to certain people. That's what I'm gonna put. That's how I'm gonna put it. Sometimes no just means not yet. Sometimes no just means I need you to do a little more work on this side. Sometimes no means yes is down the road. So I don't want you to get discouraged, okay?
Man, yeah, thank you for that. You just reiterated some things that somebody else said, So 10 different people can't be telling the same lie. She said, not yet. Maybe it's not your time. So,
ma'am. And sometimes no means, okay, then I'm gonna let this go because you're gonna make me go there. Listen, sometimes no means that there's something better for you. Because I've gotten that no too. Not this, but I didn't understand that the yes was gonna be, you gonna have this, and that. You were just asking for this. And I said no, but the yes is you gonna have this, and that. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm gonna move on. I'm just saying.
Keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. I get forgetful, those are things you want to keep in your back pocket for, little situations like this. And I have a tendency to forget it, but that was definitely it for me. So
Yes. And that's why it's so important. If you don't do so already, journal. I'm a journaling queen. I've been journaling since I was 16, probably a little bit younger than that. I've been journaling. And so sometimes you have to be reminded of things that people have imparted to me, that's wisdom, or even things that I've gone through, but I got through them. I go back and remind myself that, hey, you thought you weren't going to survive this and you did. So now you're going to survive whatever you're in right now. So I encourage people to journal because we forget. Our brains are trained that way. When bad things or things are not going the way we want them to go, we tend to forget all the good stuff that has happened to us in our lives, or the things that have shaped us, the things that have matured us, the things that we have survived, the things that we've thrived through. And so that's why journaling is so important to me, because we forget. We do. So if you're not journaling, I'm gonna encourage you to do that, okay?
I keep a journal. I just don't, I don't write in it every day, but you reminded me. I do have a journal.
Write in it. Get in it. Listen, you are doing so. Listen, every time I see you, I remember how when you first came in here and Miss Warfield was getting you together and encouraging you. And I wish that you could see what I see. You have truly done a phenomenal job in this program. You have, and I think, and I hope the whole courtroom hears this. One of the things that has helped you, you have always been honest about where you are, how you're struggling, that the struggle is real. You have never had us run around mulberry bushes, jump through hoops, leap from tall buildings. You have always just been a straight shooter about what's going on with you. And because you've done that, we have always been able to work as a team to make sure that you're getting the right complement of services to help you to progress. And look at you now. You have been recommended for promotion to phase 5 on today. And so I just want to remind you of that you have been in this, you have a lot of grit, a lot of perseverance, and if you're going to make it, and I want you to apply that same grit, that same tenacity, that same drive to every aspect of your life, because you've got it in you. And so you go into phase 5 on today, ma'am. How do you feel about that?
I'm too excited. You can't tell, but I'm crying over here. These are happy tears.
Happy tears. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
You haven't seen happy tears. I've always cried out of, shame and guilt and wanting to do better, but I'm definitely excited. And what you said today just really touched me. I don't know why I'm so emotional today. So
it's okay. It's okay. You are doing so well. Come on, Miss Warfield. I know you want to say something because every time Miss Gentry's name come up, she lights up and then she reminds us that she is doing so well. Go ahead, Miss Warfield.
Yes, Miss Gentry, to say that we're proud is an understatement. It really is. You have come so far and you have battled a lot too, just, with your own personal journey and what we've thrown on top of you with this specialty court, but you have taken it in stride. And like Judge said, you've always been honest. You've been honest in your accomplishments and you've been honest in your shortfalls, but that has what made you today. You look great. You sound great. It's like a complete 180. And now that you're almost at that finish line, I just want you to remind yourself daily how far you've come. Again, proud isn't even the right word to say. I'm just so happy for you and all the accomplishments that you have and just to see how far you're going to go, because this is only the beginning. But congratulations, you are now in the final phase of our program.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, Mr. Page. I really, truly do sincerely appreciate it because I was getting very unhealthy. Nobody wants to go to jail, but the program really benefited. So I am appreciative. So I plan on finishing on a good end, on a good note. So I'm happy.
Yes. All right, Mr. Page, I'm not leaving you out. What you want to say about your client? She's
I
been
just
with us longer than she's been with you, so I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, that's what I was gonna say. I wish I've had her as long as you guys have, known her and everything like that. But I mean, since I've had her, she's never really been an issue for me. I just wanted to motivate her and just like what the judge said, keep doing what you're doing now, apply that to everything in every aspect of your life. And I promise you, you're gonna get that promotion. You're gonna get blessed in some type of way. Just a good job and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, very good. If nothing else, I'm going to give you dates and then we are going to celebrate you. I have for your consultation March 6th at 1:30 p.m. And then you will have yes, ma'am. And then your return to court will be March 13th, 2024, and that will be at 9:35 a.m.
Okay.
All right. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Miss Gentry on her promotion to our final phase. Congratulations, Miss Gentry. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right. Very good. You are free to leave. Have a wonderful rest of the week.
You as well. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Miss Harrison already unmuted herself. Come on, Miss Harris.
One quick question, Your Honor, before we go, Ms. Harris.
Yes.
Did you need to talk back to Miss Adams? Because she's in the waiting room. Miss Deja Adams, you need to speak back with her?
Judge, I do have a request, and maybe if you can bring Miss Adams in.
Oh, where did Mr. Vikings go? Oh, there he is.
Judge, in Miss Adams' case, we found out through Miss Mack's great help that there was a reinstatement fee sort of buried in the case. It wasn't obvious. As a matter of fact, Miss Adams went to the payment window and she was told that there is no reinstatement fee, but Miss Mack found it, Judge. We're asking that she be allowed to pay it. It's on ticket number the matter she's here on, Z8082581, I believe. 2801. So, Judge, I'd make a motion at this time that Miss Adams be allowed to pay it. Miss Mack is ready to assist her when she comes down to make sure that gets paid. That should remove the suspension from this matter, and she should be good to go.
All right, then I am going to grant that motion. Let's have her pay that reinstatement fee, ma'am. Come on down here, get that paid so you can get your license, go and get your license reinstated. Okay?
Okay. So
All
this
right,
time when I
thank
come,
you.
so this time when I come down there on Friday, it'll be there, and I just can pay it now because it's accurate now.
Well,
It's there. It's there. And if you have any issues, don't leave the building. Come across and see Miss Mack.
Okay, I will do that on Friday. Thank you.
Yeah, and make sure you tell them you paying a reinstatement fee of $45. So you need to go see Miss Mack first to get that, but just make sure you paying the reinstatement fee.
Okay, I made sure I see her before I go to the booth over there. Well, thank you guys so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, ma'am.
No, now I can buy a car now.
There you go. There you go. With all that hard work, yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
I see you on Friday, Miss Matt.
Okay, Miss Adams, I'll be here.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. I'm going to go to Miss Harris. I have Z8084371. Miss Harris, unmute and state your full name for me.
Shanita Lynn Harris.
Good morning, Miss Harris.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning, Miss Harris?
I'm blessed. I am blessed.
Miss Harris, you look good. Are you taking good care of yourself?
You think? Yes, I am.
I think so. You look like it. Very good. Very good. Tell me what you've been doing to work on you, Miss Harris.
Me and my dog. We getting along.
Y'all getting you and the dog.
Yes, I love my dog.
All right, very good. Very good. Miss Harris, have you been going to all of your sessions?
Yes. Yes, I
All
have.
right.
And I had to
Miss
reinstate. Oh, excuse
Go
me.
ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
I had to reinstate at Naomi Ness. I didn't know my time had ran out. So I reinstated. I called that 1-800 number. And Friday I goes up there to see Miss Stackhouse. But I've been on
All
Zoom.
right.
Yes, I'm taking care of business, Your Honor.
Come on, you do it with Miss Stackhouse. I love it. Listen, and you didn't need to wait for me to tell you to go do and sign up and call. You did it yourself, right?
Yes, they called me.
Listen,
I
Miss
didn't
Harris, do you
know.
know that that's Miss Harris, do you know that that's the way life is going to be when you're finished with us? You will have the ability to advocate for yourself, to do things for yourself that you know you need to do in order to keep progressing through life. And so I want you to do that, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I got this.
I love it. I love it. What else is going on with you, Miss Harris? She's just smiling today.
I came down there Friday, tried to pay that my fines and fees, but Mr. Page.
All right, let me tell you about that. We talked about that in staffing. We resolved that issue. And so it has been verified that you have enough community service. Why am I thinking about overtime? I don't even know. All right, maybe because I love Gladys Knight and I saw her and she did love Overboard. And so I'm thinking overtime. Okay, all right, let's go. I just got to bring it all together for y'all. So listen, you have enough community service to cover that balance. And because you have paid, I am going to allow that community service to cover the balance, okay? So you are good with your fines and costs. You are paid in full.
Oh my God, thank you, Your Honor. Oh,
yes,
wow.
ma'am.
I told you I
Yes,
had you, Miss Harris.
Mr. Page advocated for you. He was breathing down my neck like a dragon. I'm like, listen, sir, I don't do money. But he was trying to get me to understand, Judge. She worked at community service and she has paid money. And so, what I try to do is to make sure that people that are in the program, that they pay, they make some sacrifice. And I don't mind balancing sometimes if I have to with the community service. And so you have done that. I'm so proud of you. And listen, not only was Mr. Page breathing down my neck about them fines and costs, but he also recommended you for promotion to phase 5 on today. Are you ready? Look at her. She don't even know what to do.
Oh my God, thank you.
Listen, Miss Harris, I almost want to run a lap around this courtroom for you for promotion to phase 5 now. Look, Miss Price even came on. We are happy for you.
Thank you.
And you
Thank
should be happy for
everyone.
yourself.
Yes.
You gotta make sure. Yes, you gotta make sure you call your daughter and let her know. Yes, your daughter touched my heart when she was here. She loves you and she is so proud of you. And look at you. Yes.
They all are.
Yes. And you are rewriting your family's history, Miss Harris.
I told you. Well, you told me, we told each other.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Rewriting. Yes, ma'am. Your family history. And it's going to start with you. It's going to start with you. I love it. I love it. All right, Miss Harris. Now you know. Yes, ma'am. You know, phase 5 is not the phase to look for shortcuts and miss tests and dilute and all of that stuff. You've got to finish strong, ma'am. Phase 5 is where you really roll up your sleeves because you're not going to see me as often. And you're going to have to make decisions for yourself in order to stay on the great track that you're on now. And those are things that you're going to do once you finish phase 5. You're going to do that for the rest of your life. So this is where you
Amen.
show yourself that you're ready to do it on your own, and then you show us. So are you ready?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
I know that you
Yes.
are. Come on, who wants to say something about Miss Harris?
I'll go first this time since y'all kind of left me out last
I
time.
know. We been with her longer. Mr. Page, she been with us longer. All right, go ahead.
No, Miss Harris is always a delight to speak to. You know, when we had those few mishaps, I know she was a little, you know, ticked off for a better word, for lack of better words. But I've always told her, I got you, Miss Harris. I told you, I'm like, I got you. I'm gonna go down to the clerk's desk. I'm gonna figure out these fines and fees. I told you all of that stuff. I don't think you believe me, but I did it for you, right? So I just want, because I just want you to know I'm very, very proud of you. You're getting promoted to your final phase. I see your tears of joy. You happy?
Yes.
Judge, in addition to that, I would like to recommend that her testing also be brought down to 1 time per week, please.
Oh, wow. It's been a struggle, $18 twice a week. Oh, wow. I can buy some gas now.
I just don't know what to
So
do
all
with
of that
her.
being said, Your Honor, I do not have an objection to that recommendation.
Miss Price?
I don't have an objection either. And congratulations, Miss Harris. Keep up
Hi,
the
Miss
good work.
Price.
Keep
Thank
up the
you.
good work.
Thank you. I
Be
am.
encouraged.
I can't wait for till
Listen.
graduation.
Listen, Miss Harris, I'm gonna reduce your testing to 1 time a week. I need you to come on through for me now. Show up for your testing, okay?
Yes.
All right.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
I was gonna say, Miss Harris, that means you still gotta, you know, you gotta call every day, make sure. But
Going there.
you know what I'm saying? So make sure you call in every day. And if you're having an issue, make sure you call me immediately, please.
I sure, you know I will.
Yeah, I
Mr.
know you will.
Harris.
Okay.
Pop up at you.
Yeah. So listen, because I may throw in an extra test every now and again. So you do need to call every day, okay?
I sure will. Not a problem.
Very good. Anything
Oh,
else as to Miss Harris? Miss Warfield, what you want to say about Miss Harris?
My girl.
Hey.
My girl.
I know.
I am, Miss Harris, I'm so happy for you. You have been with us for a while too, but again, you're another one who's done a complete 180 from how you started versus where you are now. And now that you are in the final phase, as Judge has stated, this is not the time to look for shortcuts or to, think it's easy breezy. From what I've seen, a lot of hiccups happen in phase 5 with people because they think it's, they're at the end and they don't have to do. Not the case, okay? You got to go just as hard as you've been going in this final phase. But you have worked so hard to get here. I know you and I have had many conversations about you getting to this very point. So welcome to the final phase of our program.
Thank you, Miss Wolf. I appreciate
Come on, I need everybody.
everybody.
Let's celebrate Shanita Harris on her promotion to phase 5, our final phase. Awesome.
Oh my God.
Did you hear Miss
Thank
Mac?
you. Hey, Miss Mac, thank you.
All right. All right. Very good. I am going to give you some dates now.
Okay.
Let's see. You are going to have a consultation with Mr. Page. That's going to be on March 6th at 1:30. And you will return to see me on March 13th. And that's going to be at 9:35 a.m.
Got you.
Got it? All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
You are in great shape. Take care of yourself. Be good
proud
to
of me.
yourself, Miss Harris. All right?
Thank you, Yana. Thank you. Thank y'all for everything.
All right. Take good
Bye.
care. Bye-bye.
All right. Take care. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Very good. I have just a couple of things that I need to clear up before I go to the box, and I'm going to take a quick break. Let's see. At 10:15, I have for Marquita Boykin, case number 220-445-6901, 220-445-7801. Ms. Boykin was determined to be eligible in a hearing that was held before this court. We are going to see her on February 9th, 2024. She's to report at 8:35 a.m. for her intake into our specialty court. All right. I did see Mr. James Crawford on yesterday, and so because he had some issues, and so he has his future court date already. I am going to now go to the remainder of the docket. Are we ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. I have for Patrice Ellis, 220-452-5601.
Just court date of February the 14th at 9:45.
All right. I have for Diamond Hawkins, 190-458-7901, SP 116-3475, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number SP 117-27261.
She has a court date of February the 14th at 8:45.
Thank you. For Orlando's McCree, Z 808-2721.
February the 14th at 8:45.
Cameron Mosley, U 67098-123.
That case is in warrant status, Judge, so I have to remove those court dates.
All right, thank you. For Rondell Pointer, 220-589-4401.
February 16th at 8:35.
Tracy Pugh, SP 128-29391, 200-459-8301.
February 14th at 9:15.
Thank you. I have for Dominique Resende, SP 101-40632, SP 101-95101, and 220-452-7301.
February 14th at 10:15.
I have for Nicole Scott, Z 808-9671.
February 16th at 9:15.
And Tamisha White, Z 805-9921.
February 14th at 9:15.
Brianna Williams, 210-443-0401.
February 14th at 10:15.
And then lastly, Christopher Wood, SP 120-55431 and 220-603-3002.
February 14th at 9:15.
All right. Did I leave anybody out?
Judge, I just looked at something. Robert Cook should be on there. And he has
For a
another court. Yeah, for a face-to-face today. I looked at it like it got mixed up in the RA to the 27th was the face-to-face, but it should have been the 7th. And his next court date is the 14th.
All right. What time is Robert Cook on for?
On the 14th, he's on for 8:45 a.m., Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Ms. Mack, if you could add him to make sure he's on my docket for the 14th and add him to today's docket. I also need you to add.
I'm sorry, Mr. Griffin, what was Mr. Cook's date again?
February the 14th at 8:45 a.m. And today it should have been February the 7th at 1:30 p.m. for a face-to-face. It's like it was an error. It got February the 27th. And it should have been the 7th for the face-to-face.
Okay, got it.
And then I need you to add to my docket for today, Cedric Brown, Mr. Owensby. Yes. I think those are the only other two add-ons I have, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Because Mr. Harris is on the docket.
Yes, he is on the docket. All right. Court is going to be in recess for a moment. I need to take a break and then we'll be ready to go with the box. I think Mr. Owensby will be up first.
Okay.
Good morning. Get ready.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, you all, I'm ready to call the folks in the box. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Owensby, seemed like you was just in here the other day with that same saying on your shirt. Why you back in here today?
Because yesterday I was on my way to go test, but I used my cousin was on the way to take me, and we got pulled over. I called Miss Cleveland in the midst of all of that.
All right, did you test this morning here?
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Cleveland, do you have a case number for me?
Yes, Your
Oh,
Honor.
I'm sorry. Miss Mack is checking me. She said, I have a case number for him. Okay, go ahead, Miss Mack. I'm checked. Go ahead, put the case number on the record.
No, ma'am. Case number 230-566-2601 for Mr. Denon Owensby.
All right, now I don't see that case. Is that case on here?
No, it's not on there because it's a non-public case. I don't know why.
Got it. There we go.
And it may not, excuse me, it's not on there because it's not linked to his driver's license number. I had to do it by name for it to come up.
All righty.
Yes.
And so, Mr. Owensby, state your full name for me.
Denon Owensby.
All right. So, Miss Cleveland, before I talk about this sheet, you indicated that Mr. Owensby came in on his own this morning. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, because I have sent a message to all of my clients, letting them know about the circumstances that regardless of what they are, they have to come to see you. So don't call me. You know, I can't make any exceptions. I can't do anything about that. And I let them know that yeah, I can't do nothing for them as far as that goes. I can be here for support, though. I am here for Mr. Owensby and, you know, recognizing that he did have an event that happened. But I let them all know that if you miss the screen, you might as well just show up on Monday, the next day, the next business day, because the judge is going to want to see you. And he took the initiative to come, excuse me, to come in here himself, Your Honor. So I mean, I'm very grateful that they are adhering to at least those type of requests, and you know, hopefully that will also be a lesson learned that he won't have to come in here again for this matter.
Yeah. And so, Miss Cleveland, he tested this morning. Have you gotten results?
Yes, I have, Your Honor. And
it's all good.
He's status quo, Your Honor. I don't know if you recall the circumstances that we're having with him. He's just, I can report that he is status quo with that, the same substance, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Ms. Price, was there something you wanted to add as to Mr. Owensby?
Yes, Judge Holmes, just wanted to say he did have his first session with Dr. Kapinga on Monday.
Very good. I'm glad to hear that. All right, you keeping an open mind?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. You're gonna have to do more than open your mind. You're gonna have to go for it.
I am.
All right, some action behind it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you're gonna have to reach out when you're struggling. Okay?
Yes, I do.
All right, very good. I do appreciate the fact that you came in. Ms. Cleveland didn't have to hunt you down, and we didn't make us wait all day, because that's gonna work out for you. When we wait all day, you're gonna wait 2 days. And so I'm glad you came in early, like Ms. Cleveland told you to. Ms. Cleveland, Miss Mack pulled a sheet for him, and she sent it to you all. You have a number of outstanding matters, and some of these matters are in warrant status. And so one of the things that the case managers may not know, Ms. Cleveland, and because I had to learn this as well, is that when people are run, they have to be run by their driver's license number and then just by their name. Because sometimes people get tickets and they'll say, I don't have my license with me, or, you know, because that's what people do. That's what people do. So Mr. Owensby has a whole sheet of tickets that you would not have seen by putting in his driver's license number, because they are attached to his name, but the address and everything is the same. They're your tickets. So my concern this morning, Mr. Fikens, is that a number of these matters, according to Ms. Mack, they are in warrant status.
They are.
And I don't want Mr. Owensby walking around with warrants, because you could get stopped And if it's your lucky day and you've got that fabulous officer that's protecting and serving folks that live in the city like me, from folks that's driving without licenses and doing all kind of other stuff, you may take a trip down to the DDC, the Detroit Detention Center. And I don't want that to happen to you. So, Mr. Fikens, if you've had an opportunity to look at these things, I'd like us to do something, and then going forward, work with the prosecutor as to how we can get him tidied up before he leaves this program. Because it doesn't make sense to me for you to work this program and get the benefit on one end and not get all of the benefits that come along with successfully completing the program, including walking away and being finished with 36 district court for the rest of your life if you want to be. Does that sound good to you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Mr. Fikens?
Thank you, Judge. Yes, I note that there are 12 misdemeanors. I presume they're all in warrant status because, well, they haven't been taken care of. Judge, if the court would consider removing those at this time, I will talk to the prosecutors about those misdemeanors. As to those civil infractions, which might be over a year, I'll also get an offer on those. And then perhaps we can set up a payment plan to try to get them to pay the civil infractions off.
All right, that sounds good, Mr. Fikens. Let's start first, if you could give me the case numbers of those matters that are in warrant status.
Yes, Judge. SP 114-8483, counts 1 and 2. SP 118-45371 and 2. SP 126-6853, counts 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, got it. Go ahead.
SP 152-21671. SP 152-7254, counts 1 and 2. SX 376-9737, counts just count 1. And 16273-2481.
All right, that is a total. I have a total of 12 matters.
Yes, Judge.
On all of those matters, I'm going to set aside the warrant. And I am going to schedule those matters for pre-trial on Mr. Owensby's next date. What is his next court date?
Actually, it's Friday, I think.
He's due Friday?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, because I want to make sure he went to that appointment with Dr. Kapinga.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to give him another date since he's here today. I'm going to see you every week.
I like seeing you though.
Don't come in here with that mess talking about you like seeing me. Because he was sitting over there by school as a cucumber. Usually when I look at him, Miss Cleveland, and give him that look, he'd be looking like, oh man. He was sitting like, what? What you want?
He's scheduled for a face-to-face with Miss Cleveland on Friday.
Okay.
And he has a scheduled court date with you on February 16th at 9:15.
All right, so we'll keep that. We'll put these on for pre-trial for February 16th, 2024 at what time again?
9:15.
At 9:15, Miss Mack. We'll put those on. And then that way, Mr. Fikens, you will hopefully have had an opportunity to talk with, and you're no longer with the prosecuting attorney, and you're no longer in warrant status, okay? So now let me tell you, that's 12 matters. You still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 remaining matters that Mr. Fikens is going to be working on. I'm sharing that with you because come on, Mr. Owensby, I need you to roll up your sleeve and really work this. You've got an excellent case manager that's working for you. The attorney, Mr. Fikens, excellent working for you. You got to roll up your sleeves and work for you. Okay? Now, you're going to be in good shape when you leave us. I'm not going to let you leave us raggedy. The only folks that leave us raggedy are the folks that go to jail on their terms, and then they come back through here, and then they have to figure out life for themselves. That's not going to be your story. You've been here too long. You've made a lot of progress. You still have a ways to go, but you've got it in you, and I need you to do it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ms. Cleveland, I'm not recommending, and I'll hear from you, I'm not recommending a sanction for Mr. Owensby. He came in when he was supposed to, and I'm good with him. He sat for a little minute. You know, he sat for a little minute. And so I'm good with that. I'm glad he came in because now we know about all of this stuff that's there. And if you would do me a favor, pass that on to your colleagues as well. That's something I always forget about, Ms. Mack, and that may be something you want to do on the front end for intake, run them both ways. So that they, the case managers will know everything that's out there, okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. So anything else for my consideration?
Not
No,
for me
Judge.
at this time, Your
All right, very good. You're in good shape. And I'm gonna see you again on the 16th. And then we'll address some of these issues that you have going on, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you are free to leave.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, Mr. Owensby. All right, let's do it. On the 16th, is Mr. Owensby in person or on Zoom?
Your Honor, if he wants to come in person, that's okay. If
You
he
can
wants to-
always come in.
Yeah.
He said he coming in, Miss Cleveland.
Okay.
All right.
All
All right, very good. All right. Let's see, I have Mark Harris. Is that you as well, Miss Cleveland?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are we ready on Mr. Harris?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Harris was actually on my docket for today. So I'm gonna call his case number 220-443-5501. Mr. Harris, state your full name for me.
Mark Harris.
Good morning, Mr. Harris.
Good morning.
Why are you sitting in my box today?
Had a little too much water that day. I went to the gym and I left the gym and went right to go test. I went right there. I made it there like 2 minutes before it's about to close.
Miss Cleveland, you told me in staffing, but I did not write down the date of the dilution. What date was that?
That was on January 29th, and it was reported on February 2nd, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And what was the immediate test before then? I know you sent it to me in a text, but I have to go through a whole feed.
That was on the 25th, Your Honor, and all the tests since the last event he had, which has been over 60 days, have been negative, Your Honor.
All right, and when did he test after the 29th?
There's one pending, I believe, for the 5th, Your Honor. I gotta open that up and check and see. But
after you found out you was diluted, you didn't go back and test?
I had one on the 2nd, for sure.
The 2nd. So
Why
it was
didn't
reported.
Why didn't he do one on the 30th?
Your Honor, they didn't report it to the 2nd. And it was after 6 p.m. that it was, and then he actually tested on the 2nd. So that result is what was pending. So he didn't know, and I wasn't aware
So they
that
didn't tell them that they're diluted, or if there's a positive screen right when they test?
I'm not sure if they told him or not. He didn't mention that they told him.
Okay.
No, you just test.
Okay, he said you just test and leave. Go ahead, Ms. Warfield.
I was just gonna say, from conversations I've had with other clients, a lot of the times they are not made aware of the results of their tests.
And Judge,
okay,
I talked to Mr. Harris about that, and he indicated that he wasn't told. We talked about if he thinks he's diluted, that he should go test the next day. He certainly understood that. He understood that it was an extreme day, and he drank a lot of fluid. He talked about how that should not happen again, and take steps to prevent it from happening. But if it does, and you're told you're diluted, test the next day.
All right. And Mr. Harris, you've been doing very well. You're in phase 5, but listen, in phase 5, you've got to pay very close attention to what's going on with your body. You know you have to test, right? So you got to stay on track. I have your commitment to do that. All right, very good. Listen, Mr. Harris. Anger management. We talked about that. Did someone look into that? He's got to take a class due to the nature of your charge. So Miss Price, I'm shifting gears. I'm not gonna fuss at him a whole lot because he's doing well. He has sat in the box since this morning. I'm not interested in any additional sanction for Mr. Harris other than to just warn him, listen, you go test first thing in the morning before you go work out and you start drinking all your stuff that you drink to go work out and all that good stuff. Go test. That way you don't have any issues. You can drink all the water and Gatorade and everything else you want to drink. Okay? Gotcha. All right, very good. Let's go to Miss Cleveland about anger management.
Well, this is about testing. While you're on that, I know you're going to move to the next topic, but
okay.
His tests were good today. He was negative today, and then I checked the results from the second, and he was negative for that day, and he has a pending test for February 6th, which means he tested yesterday.
All right. All right, very good. What questions do you have for me?
The anger management stuff.
Okay, come on. Somebody talk to me about anger management class that he is required to do due to the nature of his charge.
I reached out to his therapist, Miss Erlene Griffin at Team Wellness, and advised her if she could assist him, or assign him to groups for anger management.
All right. I have your commitment to go to that anger management class and participate and engage and be open and honest.
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you looking like you don't need anger management?
I mean, the case is over now, but it is what it is. But
okay, we just want to make sure you don't end up in this space again, right? Okay, but go keep an open mind, engage, and you never know, you may just learn something that you can apply for future relationships or future interactions with people, okay?
Understood.
All right, very good. What else has been going on with you, Mr. Harris?
Nothing, everything great.
Okay, work is good?
Yeah, work is good.
Okay.
Life is good, everything's good.
All right, very good. How are those children?
They're good.
They are.
Again, so.
I'm sorry?
I get them again today, so.
Okay, very good.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
I love it. I love it. Do they notice anything different about you?
Yeah. We do a lot together now, so.
Okay, were you doing a lot with them before?
Not really. I was too much back in my mind, but.
Okay, but you're doing it now. Mm-hmm. I love it. Very good, very good. And so you're finding that this program is beneficial to you, right?
Most definitely.
All right, very good. Now have your commitment to continue to work it.
Yes, ma'am.
You are almost there. Don't start getting relaxed, because every time you're gonna come and sit in that box, or you might have to sit across the street, or I don't know, you might have to sit in some other places. I don't know. So come on.
No, it's not.
All right, very good. Miss Cleveland, this was his regular review. Was there anything else you wanted to add? I have him in phase 5. And so was there anything else you wanted to add?
No, Your Honor. I know when we had our discussion in staffing, we mentioned those things. So I didn't have anything else to add to that.
All right. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Harris?
Keep up the great work, sir. You're doing it. I know you took this conscientiously. We appreciate that you did your part. Keep up the great work, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. Let's give Mr. Harris some new dates. I am going to have him do a consultation with you, Ms. Cleveland. It will be on February 28th. And that's going to be at 1:30. And then he will return to court on March 6th. And I am going to have him return at 8:35 a.m. because you should be working, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So get on, you'll do Zoom unless Miss Cleveland tells you otherwise, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Any questions for me?
No, ma'am.
All right, you in great shape, Miss Cleveland. I'm going to release him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're free to
When
leave.
I get the information for the anger management?
With Miss Earlene Griffin, your counselor at Team Wellness.
Okay.
So reach out to her today, okay? So you don't have nothing holding you back.
I got you.
All right,
And
thank you,
Your
Mr. Harris.
Honor, I
Did you
wanted
need
to-
a slip to work? Oh, go ahead.
I apologize, Your Honor. He also made a payment today of $500. I don't know if he mentioned that. So that's a good thing that he came down here. Yes.
Now, sir, listen, can we give you a judicial applause? Come on, sir. Get it done. Take care of business. All right, very good. And he's still smiling. He's been sitting in the box. He's still smiling. Love your attitude, Mr. Harris. All right. And speaking of Harris, someone was supposed to find out where Lord Harris is located, Miss Warfield, so that we make sure he does not get released without appearing before me. Ms. Mack, if you could verify that Lord Harris is, that his warrant is still in the system?
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
Okay, very good.
You said Lord Harris?
Yes.
He is in warrant status.
All right, very good. Did we find out where he was, Miss Warfield?
No, Your Honor, I still don't know.
All right, that person didn't say where. Is it possible to run lean and see where he is? For the case managers?
I don't have access to Link, but if the case managers could, that'd be great.
No. Yeah, Miss Mack, are you able to do that?
I can, I mean, I have access to Lean, but not to see what they see. They look at another way.
Oh, Miss Cleveland, you muted.
Sorry, I just would need to know his name and his date of birth.
Okay, I can give you that.
Well, thank you, Miss Cleveland. I appreciate that because I want to make sure he's brought back to us.
Okay.
Are you ready, Miss Cleveland?
Yes, ma'am, Miss Mack.
His name is Lord Harris. His birthday is 3/4/66.
And Lord is spelled like our Lord and Savior. Is
Lord.
that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Get it in, Miss Cleveland.
That's right. All right. So I'll make sure we get that, and then I'll you want me to just come back and provide the information once I see the lien, or what would you like me to do?
Yes, ma'am. If you could, that would be great.
Miss Cleveland,
Yes, ma'am.
his middle name is Ardell, Ardell, because there's more than one Lord Harris out there.
Okay. RD.
Thank you, Miss Mack.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Miss Mack. So just give us a few minutes.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Cleveland. All right, let's do it. I am looking for Mr. Griffin and Miss Price. Could you all send me an update before I call the last matter?
Miss Mack, do you have the case number?
Yes, I do.
May I have it, please?
Yes, it's 210-44-44-301.
30. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Can you switch the camera off of me for a second, please? All right, I am ready on Mr. Harris. No, Cedric Brown. We were talking about Harris's. On Cedric Brown. And so can someone place a case number on the record for me?
Yes, Judge, I have a case number Z8088471.
Thank you for the people.
Shannon Walker, P53794 on behalf of the people.
All right, and Mr. Fikens?
Yes, Robert Fikens on behalf of the defendant Cedric Brown.
Thank you. And then Yancy and Ms. Price, if you all could put your appearances on the record.
Yeah, Philip Yancey on behalf of specialty court.
Nicole Price, clinical success on behalf of specialty court.
All right, thank you. And then Mr. Brown, state your full name for the record.
Cedric Michael Brown.
All right. Mr. Brown, you know that there's an issue going on, right?
Correct.
Now, Mr. Brown, you stood before me yesterday after having a positive screen from either the 20, I can't remember if it, Mr. Yancey, if it was the 24th.
Somewhere.
No, it was a 20-something that you had a positive screen. And you started off telling me you didn't know how you were positive. And then we evolved to you did pick up something. Now, yesterday we tested you, I released you because it was indicated, I think it was indicated, non-alcoholic beer. Non-alcoholic beer is not non-alcoholic beer. It has a small level of alcohol. You tested yesterday and still tested positive. Sir, that's not from something that you drank on the 25th or the 26th or the 24th. It's just not.
I drink it daily, and I've been doing it since I've been in the program.
No, no, sir. No, sir.
Yes, I have.
Okay, well, let me say this to you. You are responsible for everything that shows up in your system. And so you were positive yesterday, you were positive on the 24th. That's 2 positives, and he is going to get a sanction today. I have also asked for to be assessed by Ms. Price. I'm gonna have Ms. Price place on the record about her therapeutic recommendations, but he is going to get a sanction today because you are responsible for everything that shows up in your system. And listen, Mr. Brown, we want to help you, but you've got to do your part. You've got to do your part, and you know right now is a critical time for you to be doing your part. Am I correct?
Correct, and I can handle my part. I can stop right away with you.
Well, if you could, you wouldn't be with us.
Well, I've been doing it so long, that's why I didn't quit, but I have to. There's nowhere around it.
Ms. Price, tell us about the therapeutic adjustments for him.
Okay, Judge Holmes, we did make a therapeutic adjustment for Mr. Brown with his therapist at NCAPD. That would include in-person sessions. Right now, he's just going by Zoom. Also assigned to groups and also a case manager to help him navigate through this.
All right, thank you. And you are going to get him aligned with those, if you haven't already, with the therapist at NCADD, so he can start that in person immediately?
Correct, he's already aligned with his therapist there, but
Okay.
I'll speak with her, I spoke with her yesterday about his sessions and the length of time, but I'll speak with her again today about adding those additional services.
All right, wonderful. And then, of course, you'll monitor what's going on, or that he's in compliance with that.
Absolutely.
All right, very good. Let me hear from the attorneys in whatever order you decide.
I'll go first, Judge. I appreciate that he was able to identify the problem that's causing him to turn positive. My concern is more, and this is what we talked about mostly, that he's drinking beer, and whether it has an amount of 11% or 1% or 2% or whatever it is, it's going to cause a positive test. I'm more concerned though about his desire to want to pick up beer when you're in a program that tells you not to drink beer.
That's right.
And now some of it might be a thought that they don't contain alcohol. Okay, but that's okay. But then don't drink beer. And he indicated to me that he will stop doing that. He said he's been doing it. So and that honesty I appreciate. The problem might be a little bit more than Mr. Brown considers it to be. And that's why I'm concerned about going to beer at all. I mean, going to any product that is acting as a crutch for you is to me a problem. But I can see why people think that non-alcoholic beer won't cause you to test. I get that part because that's what it's advertised to do. But the problem is I think a little bit bigger than what he thinks. I think he needs. Well, this court has already had him reassessed. My recommendation would have been for a reassessment to see if a treatment modality will assist him in what I consider to be the bigger problem, rather than just a test that is now positive, whereas before it might have been negative. I don't know the timing of his test versus whatever he drank or whatever beer. I've been told that there's only one beer that's truly non-alcoholic. I'm not going to give him the brand because I don't want him to think that that's the way out. But even there aren't many, if there are any, that are truly non-alcoholic. And it's just, though the problem is, I think, bigger than what he thinks it is, Judge. My recommendation at this time is that he be reassessed. Maybe sit with you today, Judge. I don't want to see him go to jail. I think it was I think his honesty, at least in identifying the problem, trying to figure it out, it was good on his behalf.
Right. Thank you. Ms. Walker?
Yes, Judge. I actually agree with Mr. Fikens. I think that the therapeutic adjustment was necessary. I think the problem is way bigger than even he may realize, because there's a desire, obviously, for the taste or the look or the texture or whatever it is about this beer, in addition to the alcohol, because he didn't even think he was getting alcohol in it, but he was. And my guess is that the more he consumes, the higher level of alcohol in his system. And then that finally just showed up in a test. I'm hopeful that this wasn't an intentional dishonesty committed to the program. I'm hoping this was an unintentional thing that happened with him, but I do agree with Mr. Fikens. The therapeutic adjustment is necessary, appears to be proper based on what Ms. Price is indicating going forward. But I do think a day spent with us would be a proper sanction.
All right. Very good. Mr. Brown, is there anything that you want me to consider before I determine how I'm going to respond to your positive test?
I would like you to give me the benefit of the doubt and take my word for it. It's over and I can't control this. It's nothing that I just have to do or I'm gonna go to shaking and convulsioning or whatever the case is. I can tell myself, no, and that's the way it is.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. I am going to go forward with the therapeutic adjustments. Thank you, Ms. Price. And then I am going to, as a sanction, hold you today here at 36th District Court. And so I'll let the officer know what time you're going to be released, but you're going to be held here on today. And I just want to encourage you, Mr. Brown, to continue to work at it, okay? Continue to work at it. All right, if you need help, ask for it. That's what we're here for. All right?
Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. Thank you. He has his next court dates already. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
And we'll keep those court dates. All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Yancey and Ms. Price. Ms. Walker, thank you, Mr. Vikings. We are all set, Ms. Warfield, we're all set for the morning. As you all know, anything can happen. There's some emails and texts that I'm getting about something that's brewing, so please be on standby. I just haven't had the opportunity to read them because I've been on the record. And so I will see you all or talk to you all later. This is probably the only day that we don't staff, so enjoy it. And I'll see you all bright and early in the morning. All right, bye-bye. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. I hope everything's good. Okay, all right.